wonder how many referrals I've got. I think I've gotten at least 4 or 5 referrals this week so far. Well, the thing is the big appeal for me to come to the release and Pristine servers, they're brand new servers, so they're not all deeded up, and I think the same thing could be said for a PvP server, a new PvP server. That's so that way it's not all deeded up. It'll be a fresh server, so you can have fresh alliances and fresh gameplay. Especially since I've been hardcore pushing people to go to Steam and go to the Greenlight project and get you guys greenlighted for Steam, because I think once the Steam users get in on it, I think the game will explode and get even bigger than it already is. You'll get a flood of new players, and I think that it would be beneficial to have a new PvP server for that. Just my opinion.
I think somebody nicked my iron hammer.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I'm sure I can find one somewhere. I don't really need it yet anyway.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get a rowboat so I can actually go catch some decent fish. Yes, we do. We do. We demand Wurm Online be put on Steam. I've gotten everybody on my Facebook and Google Plus and Twitter. I've told them all to go get it greenlighted. And as far as I know, we've had a bunch of people. Had at least 150 people try to hit up the greenlight. The only downfall to this game, and I know Ralph's already said it, but combat is poopy. But we're hoping that it'll get better with time. Yeah, I got you. I understand. I understand completely. Yeah, combat's the only poopy thing for me, but even Rolf admitted that it was poopy, but hopefully that will get better over time. I think it will. This is going to be one of those games that you just have to stick with and go through the growing pains.
You going to the mine tours?
Sorry?
Are you going for the mine?
I've just come back from there, mate.
Ah, did you pick any rock shards with you?
I did, yeah. Do you need some?
Yeah, at least one more.
Well, if you come up to the top, the south end of the village, I've got a plot bit of land there. I'm making stone to build a stone house. There's rock shards just piled up there in one of those boxes with stuff in it. Take some rock shards out of there, mate.
Cheers.
No, there's plenty. There's about £800 or something like that, £750, so you can, take as many as you need. I'm just piling them up so that I can just use them to make bricks, get my masonry up,
Yeah.
Yeah, because you need 30 to make a stone house.
Yeah, you need a
Yeah,
shitload.
I need, level 30 masonry. That's why I'm asking people if they want me to build them an oven or something like that in their house. I'll be willing to do it, I wish we could make fireplaces, but I haven't seen the option to build a fireplace yet. Okay, did you get the rock?
Yeah, pick up 2.
Okay.
I love fishing at night. I don't know if I have any oil in this lamp. I don't think I do. It's glowing from the heat. Yeah, I guess it's on. It's really dark out. Really dark out. I caught a perch. Yes. I want some catfish though.
Right, apparently you can't eat a fireplace or a stone fire, or I can't mind what you might call it. So all we can make is ovens and forges.
Yeah. Fishy, fishy, fishy. You gotta do the fish chant when you're fishing. You gotta be like, fishy, fishy, get on the line. Fishy, fishy, you're gonna be mine. Gotta do the fish. You gotta talk to the fish. You be like, you will let me catch you. You will let me catch you.
Get on the fucking hook.
Get on the fucking hook. Pretty much. The big thing that I love about this game is player interaction. You've got to do it. I mean, there's no way around it. You have to get along. Well, not really get along with people. You've got to have other people around you to be able to trade, and it just breeds a great environment for gameplay. Because otherwise, you know, not everybody wants to be a toy maker, but you know, you got that one guy that just really enjoys it. You know, that's like I enjoy fishing. Not everybody loves fishing. I've never done surface mining. Never done that. That's something I haven't ever embarked on. Yeah. Yeah. That would be sick, man. That's why I'm trying to spread the word, and that's why I'm streaming the game. Sometimes I average, you know, 9 to 39 people watching me play, so the more we get out there and talk about the game and show off the game and see how great this game is, if you're a old school, what would you call it, Tersh? An old school mindset of gaming. I guess that's what it would be called.
Yeah, you're going to be old school RPGer type sort of player, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you've got to have the, I like to call the Elder Scrolls Morrowind mindset to play this game.
Oh yeah, definitely, mate.
Because I remember spending months on end just to be able to levitate and fly. and having the patience to sit there and skill up. That's what I equate this to. If you like that sense of accomplishment and that you sat there and you made a 99 forge, I mean, people just don't understand. A 99 forge is a hell of an accomplishment. A 99 quality forge, that's amazing. It's those kind of things. But then you've got the opposite where, let's say you're making a suit of armor for somebody and you get it all the way up to like 70. You don't even get the time to appreciate and look at it before you have to hand it over sometimes. Well, that's why I'm playing Wurm. I'm tired of having those games where it's a constant. What would you like to call it, Tursk? A loot treadmill? Will that be the best way to describe it?
What's that?
Most games these days, like MMOs and stuff like that, and even as far as sandbox games, it's always a loot windmill or a loot treadmill where you're running across this treadmill just to have that piece of loot dangling in front of you, and that if you work hard enough, you can get to this top end gear. But once you get to this top end gear, there ain't shit.
Moved on already. Yeah,
there ain't shit to do. You know,
it's already leveled up. Or the cap, there's a level cap, and you're at the end of the sort of like treadmill. But you know what I mean. It's only for till the next update comes, and then you're back on the grind again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I like Wurm. It's a slow-paced game. I mean, you could run a D&D campaign in Wurm and be successful, because in D&D we didn't just all of a sudden get leveled up to like 20 within like 3 or 4 game sessions. It took time and progression. This is also, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, this reminds me a lot of those earlier games, you know, text games, because if you watch the events sort of window, a lot of the stuff that comes up in there, it sounds very much the sort of stuff you'd have seen in a text game before, you know?
Exactly. And I think that Wurm is going in the direction that I think the future of MMOs should go. For some people, I think there's still going to be a niche audience, but I think the older crowd, the older gamers, like I'd say 18 and above, that were, you know, hardcore D&D players and hardcore D&D players and just role players in general that want a sense of accomplishment in the game will turn to games like Wurm. I mean, that's what turned me on to the game, was the depth that it had. It wasn't just, oh, you get to go do dungeons and kill monsters, and, you know, there was no sense of community. There's no sense of accomplishment, you know. It's just who can bang their numbers against a mob hard enough to kill it, you know. That's just me. But I don't think it will take a lot to change the mindset of the gaming industry for them to do something like this, because of the fact they're trying to make quick cash and be the next WoW killer, and they're not taking their time to develop their game. Like with Wurm, they've been developing it for what, 6+ years, 5, 6 years, and for them to get to this level of complexity and depth, I mean, there's still some things that need to be, you know, worked on, but for the most part, the foundation of the game is pretty much all worked out. All 10 years. I'm sorry, I didn't know 10 years. But the fact that they've taken the time, and you can see the craftsmanship, that's what I'm saying. You know, I don't give a lot of high praise to video games unless they deserve it. I mean, I'm the first person to say that I personally don't like